Match number one of the evening. And what an opening match it was. We would see the ORW heavyweight title put on the line as Callum Cruz would challenge the BritWres legend, the BritWres icon, the one and only Wonder Kid, Jonny Storm, the champion for ORW. Both these men got a wild cheer as they entered the ring. A bit of sportsmanship at the start, and then there was just such a beautiful, such good sequence wrestling. It was such a beautiful thing to watch. These two, honestly, put on such a great old school style of match. Proper British wrestling at its core. It was just, watching these two go at it, I love matches like this. Okay, there was just it's such good chain wrestling. It was ridiculous. Anyway, sorry. I think the funniest bit though, this bit after all the after all the chain wrestling was definitely the dance routine with music. That's right, these two got into a dance, and then to carry on the dancing theme, you would see Callum Cruz pull out a fantastic worm into a headbutt straight into Jonny Storm's groin. That one had to hurt. Cruz would charge in after this. He'd be sent outside. Storm would follow him, and he'd send Cruz into a wall and follow it up with a Jonny Storm chop. That had to hurt. He lit up his chest. Cruz would try to return the favour, but he would end up hitting the ring post. These two absolutely went at it. Cruz would head up top. He'd be met with a super kick as he flew from the top, and Storm would pick up a 2 count. At this point, Cruz would hit a drop kick and then a flying forearm, and Storm would head up to but Storm wasn't done. He'd head up to the second turnbuckle, hit a crossbody for a 2 count, then a pop-up powerbomb for another 2 count. You'd see a series of twos as back to the old style wrestling as they rolled around the ring. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Love it. Fans absolutely love it. But finally, Cruz would keep Storm down for the 3 count in a shocking turn of events. New champion. That's right, new era within ORW. Callum Cruz would beat the Wonder Kid, the BritWres icon, Jonny Storm, for the ORW title. The crowd went absolutely wild. Anyway, Jonny Storm, I can't ever say enough about Jonny Storm. The man is a legend. I only ever wanted to see the guy wrestle once. I've seen the guy wrestle so many times that I could die a happy man. You know what I mean? It's just Jonny Storm. There's not enough superlatives about this man. He's just so good for the BritWres scene. The fact that he's still about and these youngsters are still getting the opportunity to learn their craft from such a talented individual. Callum Cruz, just a fireball of energy. This man, I have to admit, I was disappointed that I didn't get to see any of his finishes. However, these two, Callum proved that he could go toe for toe in chain wrestling, in putting sequences together with one of the best in the game. Definitely a standout moment for the guy, and a fantastic win for him. So honestly, folks, if you ever get the opportunity to see Jonny Storm or Callum Cruz live, you will not be disappointed. Go and check them out live for yourselves.